Hi guys, welcome to the Daily Neloo, a daily show to help you tap into your inner peace, choose love over fear, and live from inspired action. Today I have my good friend, CEO and founder of INFOLIST, Jeff Gunn. Welcome.
Hi everyone. Yes, I definitely am motivated by love and hope over fear.
Yeah. And your career has shown it, and that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, I find I much enjoy giving back and helping.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been, I get to give back and help and have fun at the same time.
So what is INFOLIST, Jeff?
So INFOLIST it's a platform I created. It's all for creative people who are just starting, who are established, and even top A-list people. It's jobs and opportunities, it's events, seminars, networking. It's a way for creative people to connect with other people, to find work, to make their own work, to get their projects done, and to pursue their creative dreams and their passions.
And how did you get into this? It's such a specific niche.
When I first started the industry, I actually was making a living as a composer and was just doing a lot of networking, going to events and meeting people and doing the usual networking kind of things. But just being a helpful friend, I would always let my friends know, oh, hey, I know you're looking for a job. I saw this job ad. Here's the information. Send a resume if you want. And started letting more and more people know about more and more things. And before I knew it, information was coming to me. Be like, hey, Jeff, you got me my job. We're hiring now. I know you know some good people. Why don't you send it out to your list? And then more and more information started coming to me. And then so much information was coming to me, I kind of couldn't keep up with it anymore. And someone actually had helped me out and built a fairly low-tech website for me for free, with the idea was supposed to automate the process and save me time. Big mistake.
What happened?
Because it did not save me time. It ended up making the whole thing blow up, and then it was taking so much of my time, I could barely keep up with it anymore. And so at that point I realized, because now it's actually taking so much time, it's getting in the way of earning a living as a composer. So I realized, okay, if I'm going to keep doing this, I have to start charging somebody something, or I just can't keep doing it.
And what year was that when you made that transition to like kind of blowing up?
Now, it was about 2006 is when we launched the website, so a little while ago. I realized I had to start charging finally, because it's now taking so much of my time, it's getting in the way of earning a living as a composer. And so I didn't want to charge the poor struggling artists, because they're struggling enough.
Top ramen eating artists?
Yes, exactly. I was one of those myself, actually. But I realized I'm sending so many people to all these networking events and seminars, and they're making lots of money from all the people that I'm sending them. So maybe I should charge them. But I made my business, all my business interactions are aimed to be win-win. So I made my prices. I knew however much I'm charging them, that they would be making more than that from all the people I send them. So they win. I win because I get paid for what I used to do for free, because it was all free for many, many years, probably about a decade.
And that's hard to transition from free to pay. Like Ellie and I had that same experience, because we did a lot of our, teaching of meditation for free. And then when we started to do it more full time, because it took over my life,
yeah,
and I loved it.
Well, I was scared to start charging because I figured, once I start charging, maybe no one will do it anymore. The whole thing will fall apart. But I got lucky. I realized the more I charged, the more they wanted to pay.
That's right.
And partially it's perceived value. If you give it away for free, they think that it's worth. If you charge a lot, oh my God, it must be amazing.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to charge a lot. I didn't need to be that amazing. I just wanted to be fair. But like I said, I made my prices that it's a win for them because they're making more than that from the people they get from me. I win, and the people on my list win because I would always require a discount for them. And so it was a win-win for everybody, and that just made the whole thing an upward spiral, and it kept growing and growing. And now full-time job, pays all the bills, and never looked back.
So from composing to kind of, basically you created this platform and you outsource creatives in some way, right? How did that transition happen? And did you start off as a composer?
So so long story short, I started in college actually as an electrical engineering major.
Okay.
And I was doing music back then. I was passionate about it, but I figured music would be more the hobby. I'll get a job as an engineer after I graduate college, so I can eat and pay the bills. And if I happen to become a famous rock and roll star, I can always quit the engineering job.
That's right.
I soon realized really they were both pretty much full-time around-the-clock pursuits if you're really going to do it right. You know, if you're really going to graduate engineering, you kind of need to focus on that and study. And then I realized, you know what, I don't want to spend the rest of my life saying what if. So I decided to change majors. I dropped out of engineering, changed to music composition, graduated with a degree in music.
So were you in a rock band? Is that what happened?
Yeah, so I was in bands, and we, you know, played around LA doing our thing. And while I was doing that, actually, the film school happened to be right next door to the music school. So I'd be meeting all these student filmmakers, and oh, you do music? Why don't you do music for a film? Da 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 da. And that opened kind of a whole other door. Because I realized, you know what, just doing music for film is kind of a cool thing. I like that, you know. What I liked about it is every project is different and unique. I'd be doing orchestral music one week, I'd be doing jazz the next, rock and roll the next, techno the next. So it was always something new, something different. You know, or if you're, you know, a joke I make is if you're lucky enough to be in a famous rock and roll band, you know, you get known for those 2 songs that you then have to play every single day for the rest of your life, because that's what I don't want to hear. But I love just the variety of music for film and television, and also just the lifestyle. It's like if you're, you know, in a rock band, you kind of live on a tour bus. And if you're a composer for film and TV, you actually get to have a home and a life and friends, you know. And I like that little more stable kind of situation.
So you get to be creative, but also you get to have a personal life. And build a home, build a nest.
Yeah, and it was just, you know, a matter of just kind of being open to go with the flow as things change, and oh, this other door opened, and I like it. You know, I'm interested in what's behind this door.
Yeah. So that go with the flow, I mean, for people listening, there's a lot of people who, you know, start off in a certain career path, and then they get into it maybe after 10 years, they're just not happy. They feel like they should be doing something else, but it's really hard to make those transitions, especially, you know, something like engineering to music, right? So what advice do you have for them, how to make those transitions, or how to create opportunities to make those transitions?
It's a bit of making opportunities and being open to like what's going on around you. It's like I never consciously thought, you know what, I have to make the opportunity to become a film composer until that door kind of already opened, just through paying attention to what's going on around me, you know. I was surrounded by filmmakers, and the opportunity came up to do music, and by putting thought into it and realizing that, oh, you know what, I think I actually would like this better than that. So it's being open, but then once you kind of decide to go through that door, then it's a matter of like focus and persistence and hanging in there. So you don't necessarily want to be fighting the current always, you know, and sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between you know, fighting the current and really going in the wrong direction, the thing that's maybe really not right for you, even though you think maybe that's what I want. Yeah. To being open to more going with the flow.
I think there's a misconception that, like, you know, if it's the right thing, everything should just be so easy, like it should just fall in your footsteps.
Wouldn't life be wonderful if everything just that was right fell in your lap?
You know, you don't want to be banging your head against a cement wall over and over again. So how did you make those kind of distinctions?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, it's a balance between, you know, nothing that's really worthwhile, they say, comes that easy, you know, so you have to be willing to put in the work and the effort, but I think there's a difference between working hard and putting the effort to really banging your head against the wall when you realize that, do I really like this, or am I just in love with the idea of what it is? You know, and if you really get that, and it may be in something you think you want to do, but you may not be right for it. You know, we all have different talents, and maybe you're, you know, if you want to be a great whatever it is, you realize, oh, maybe that's not my talent, but oh, I tried this one other thing, and I'm really good at that, and it comes really easy, and I get a lot of joy from that too. Right. So sometimes it might be
the level of like kind of being honest with yourself too, right? Because I think we tie a lot of our self-identity to what we do. I know when I was young, I wanted to be an astronaut, and I went to college and I studied physics, and until like third year in college, I was die-hard. If someone said, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to be an astronaut, I'm going to be an astronaut. And then I realized I don't like working in labs. The science I enjoyed, but the deep science, like really to kind of understand it as a scientist, like it didn't come very easily to me. Where like I would see some of my friends, like intuitively, they were just really good. Like they understood it, like it was like drinking water for them. So, but it took a little bit of time for me to transition to like, okay, maybe that's not it. I said it when I was 7 and I've stuck to it, but it's okay if it's not it. And I kind of felt like I was letting down people or myself.
Yeah. Well, I think, I mean, the wonderful thing about life is that, you know, knowledge, ideas, and passions change after the age of 7.
Yes.
Hopefully. As you learn and you go, you know, and I think all the way throughout your entire life. Yeah. You're always on a learning curve. You're always exposed to new things. And you never know when, like I said, I mean, if you had asked me however many years ago, you know, I would have said, no, I'm a composer. That's what I do.
That's what I do.
But then guess
That's
what?
Who I am.
Then I'm not a composer because I found something else that was really cool and really inspires me because I get to help people every single day do what they do, and there's a creative aspect to that too. And even doing INFOLIST has opened doors for me because now I also get to produce film projects. There's other tech startup things I'm involved in. So I'm always doing something creative. So it doesn't have to be like just music,
right?
Or just this.
Yeah, it's so much more rewarding too.
Yeah.
So what's next for INFOLIST?
I'm really planning on building the platform, taking it to the next level. You know, we did a Kickstarter a couple of years ago because the first website that was done for me was
a free one.
Was done pretty much for free, so it was super low tech even at the time we launched it. But you know, it did. But my website was all about the content.
Yeah.
And my content was getting better and better from, you know, major production companies and top TV shows and major commercials for Google and Microsoft and Apple and all these, you know. So my content was all A-list, but my technology was pretty much not. And I realized I need to make the quality of my technology at least match the quality of my content. So we did a Kickstarter, we raised some money, and thank you so much to everybody who helped make it possible. But we relaunched the website this last year, and it's been growing since. And
so this is like the next phase.
So this is the next phase, and there's so we kind of got the basics because we added a lot of social aspects to it, and there's a lot of kind of unique things that aren't being done anywhere else that I'm going to be rolling out as we go. So over the next year or two, hopefully there'll be a lot more of that coming. We're actually going to be launching the long-awaited app finally. I know I'm way overdue for that, but we're going to be launching the app probably in about a month.
It's still coming full circle. You have to work with some engineers.
Yeah. So, and hopefully the app will help the website. The website will each be lifting each other up and
amazing.
And being able to help more and more people in more and more ways.
So if folks are in LA and they want to get on this list, is it just for LA or do you do across the country as well?
I mean, there's a lot of it is LA based because that's kind of where the industry is, but I also have pockets around the country and even around the world.
Oh, beautiful.
And like, for instance, some of the castings I do are open nationwide. Some of them are even worldwide.
Well, at your last party last week, I met a woman from China's Food Network. She was there.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah. She showed up by herself. I don't know if you know her, but I met her at the front. I always meet the most interesting people at your parties. Okay, so if someone is in LA and they want to contact you, get on your list, come to your parties, how do they find you?
The easiest, best way is go to infolist.com, INFOLIST.com, and if you sign up there, definitely sign up for the emails because we send out daily emails. They all may not apply to you, but the beauty is that you probably know someone that it does.
That's right.
And it's all about paying it forward. You know what? If you tell them about something and they help them, guess what? They're going to remember you when they hear about something. So it's all about
helping each other.
Yeah, getting all the information you can, disseminating and helping spread the word.
Yeah.
And so that is one way you'll be able to interact. Like for instance, some of the and a lot of it, like I said, is LA based, but many things, even like the seminars, many of them are also online, so you can take them from anywhere. That's
great. And do your list subscribers still get a discount? Is that still part of the plan?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Although since we launched the new website, there's always a free aspect because I want to keep it affordable for people. And now we have the premium membership that you can do. Yeah. And in order to qualify for all the discounts on the events,
that makes sense. Yeah.
You do the premium. But a lot of times, like even just going to one event, you will more than save the cost of the premium membership. So I try to make it so it's still a win.
Lots of wins.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for sharing so much wisdom and so much experience. I hope you guys learned from Jeff's unconventional career path and very rewarding.
Well, yeah. I like giving back and helping, so that's the whole basis for INFOLIST. So,
thank you for being here.
Pleasure's mine. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.